Well, what a potentially incredible banner this is. If you're a new or free-to-play player and you have any interest in Kazuha, then this looks like a sensational banner. I want to caveat that firstly and say, wait for people like maybe me or people who are a lot better than me with analysis to just see how good Kazuha is, especially as full-on elemental mastery and damage sharing has yet to be tested in this type of way that Kazuha does it. If he is as good as he looks on paper, this could be one of the best banners ever in Genshin. All the 4 stars are fantastic. Bennett is one of, if not the outright best character in the game. Rosaria is a fantastic support for any cryo/melt teams, and you know, there's a really good cryo DPS coming soon. And I think she's a really underrated support at Constellation 2, especially with the Favonius Lance. Razor is a great DPS choice early on in your Genshin journey, and if you are a free-to-play, he's a really good choice if you have no other solid DPS options. Now, maybe Kazuha can be used as a DPS, we don't know yet. If he can, then that opens up a whole other set of options, but wait for the number crunchers to come out with that info. It won't take more than 3 days, and I'm sure you cannot click that summon button for 3 days. If you are new to the game and you want to delve into the world of summoning, then this might be a good starting point. Should you blindly summon? Definitely not. Stick around and I'll try to give you my honest opinion on just how good this banner is once I've thoroughly tested Kazuha over the next 3 days. Watch me do so live on Twitch and subscribe here to see my thoughts on Kazuha and possibly win a Kazuha, as well as a lot of Ayakas and a lot of Primogems, which will be coming up very soon. We will make an announcement in the next week or so. Okay, so the 4 stars. Look, straight up, Bennett C1 is basically an undroppable support and practically usable in the majority of team scenarios. The only one off the top of my head I can say, oh, maybe you definitely don't use him there is with Hu Tao, just because he heals her and she loses damage. But really, Bennett is just so flexible. He's just a brilliant character, and when you've got Lectern Abysses or whatever the hell they call with their shields, he can be super handy in getting rid of those shields, as well as keeping your team alive and buffing damage. Okay, so Rosaria. I love Rosaria. I say this on stream all the time. I really enjoy using her as a support, as someone who can be used in melt teams and especially freeze teams, which is where Ayaka really is good. Though I think we have to see what Ayaka's like when she comes out, because Diona might be a better support in terms of getting the most out of Ayaka. We don't know yet, but Rosaria is a really good character. Fantastic support. She's not really a DPS, in all honesty. I think Kay does a better job there, but as a support, especially with the Favonius at C2, she's fantastic, and I really enjoy using her. Her kit's really fun to use as well, so that's an added bonus. The cryo application every 6 seconds via her skill is really nice, because I love crowd control, as you all know, and again, allows you to freeze a lot, which makes your life a lot easier. Finally, Razor. Okay, so I'd say Razor is really here for new players. If you do not have a solid DPS option, Razor is fantastic in your first few months of Genshin Impact. Players who have been playing since day one have probably moved past having Razor as a DPS because he's quite greedy, and the stronger your supports get, the more DPS you end up losing by having a greedy Razor in your team. So basically, in your early section of your Genshin journey, supports really aren't outputting that much, so you can actually be greedy with Razor, but as your supports get better and stronger, you will end up losing net team DPS on your team if you run a Razor. Now, for a lot of players, that might not even be an issue. You might not even care about any of that, in which case this banner is even more of a win, in all honesty. And that's it. That's my honest opinion on this banner, with a caveat on the 5-star that we haven't played him yet. If you'd like a shot at a free Kazuha, then hit up the giveaway video, link up above somewhere in the top of the screen, or just go to the giveaway playlist and it's right there. Or it's just on the suggested video, which is the easy way to find it. We're giving away 3 Kazuhas, and we are going to give away 50,000 Primogems via Welkins while the Kazuha banner's live, which gives you time to get the Primogems for Ayaka and Yoimiya, as well as giving away 50,000 more Primogems as direct Primogem purchases to players. We've been doing it since November, and we will continue to do it to help y'all out. Thank you. Short video just to let you know my thoughts on that banner. Peace and take care.